How's everybody doing? I'm in a really good mood. I've had a great day. I'm probably gonna have to bum around on this menu until after the ad break, but yeah, I'm so excited because we're finally today we are finishing out the Genesis trilogy. Trilogy with an asterisk because Ann Knuckles is basically its own game, but also technically the second half of Sonic 3. It's complicated. It's like a whole thing. And then we're not even including all of these. And like after Sonic 3, they just kind of stopped naming like them numbered entries, except for Sonic 4. But I don't gaff about that. I don't even care. That game doesn't exist. I kind of hate this screen as well because the Death Egg just kind of looks like a little ball. It doesn't look like the Death Egg. Like the box art makes it look a lot more threatening, which is funny. So what we're going to do is we're going to get through all of Sonic and Knuckles in one sitting. Sonic 3 was last stream, but now we're finishing Ann Knuckles, which is the second half of the game. Following that, if we have more time, I'm basically going to start the game over as Knuckles to kind of show his gameplay. And that's how that's going to be. Really, really simple. I haven't really felt the need to do that with like Sonic 2 as Tails or anything like that, because there are segments we get to play as Tails, like you get to see his gimmick, but you don't really get to see that with Knuckles. Knuckles is purely an antagonist right now. Enjoy the ad break, by the by. Hello people who've paid to see my streams, you're all wonderful. Or hello people who watch the VOD after, you're so smart. Mwah, oh, mwah, you're so intelligent, I love you. Please subscribe to me, I beg. On here, or Twitch, really. So yeah, that's our plan here. That's what we're going to do. So we'll continue our anniversary mode save and get back to where we were. We started following Sonic's storyline because in in Ann Knuckles you get to choose your path. So you can choose to play as Sonic or Knuckles. They have their own individual like kind of storylines. It's weird. We'll get into it. You'll see what we mean. So hopefully continuing will put us where we were. Mushroom Hill. Yep. So there's no real intro cutscene. I don't think that was the case in the original Ann Knuckles either. But we're getting into it. We're here. We're finally here. This is like the only Sonic stage my husband is aware of from the classic series because they had some sort of collection back in the day. There's a lot. Oh hey, look, cutscene. This game also has like a surprising amount of cutscenes, I will be real. Like for a platformer at the time, Mario wasn't doing this. I'll give him that. Can we, yep. Oh, dope. Hyper Emeralds. Is this where we get to see that? Okay. So, I'll explain this mechanic. We won't really be able to get into it too much or see it. But the gimmick, that in the center is the Master Emerald. That will become very important to this franchise. But essentially, I loved Echo the Dolphin. I only played the opening cutscene. That's funny. I had the Sega collection on the PS3. That's cool. That's discontinued. For a while, that was actually one of the preferred ways to play. Oh no. Oh no. So, the gimmick here is that Supersonic isn't good enough anymore. Supersonic doesn't cut it. For this upcoming like world-ending threat, we need the help of the Master Emerald. The Master Emerald is basically the source of the Emerald's power, blah blah blah. There's almost too much lore to get into with that thing, but that's like the one item that Knuckles and his tribe, like the Echidna race, are sworn to protect. This is established in canon as far back as this game. Very, very important to their tribe. And it's implied to be the birthplace of the Chaos Emeralds. They all come from the Master Emerald. The Master Emerald controls them. There's like a whole like poem about it that like is gone into in Sonic Adventure 1 and so on. It's goofy. But only within the canon of this game. It is kind of done away with after this point. There are also a thing that exists. I don't really know the lore of it. I'll be real, because it's a little wishy-washy and stupid, so I don't really, like, care about it too much. I've never really looked into it that deeply. The Hyper Emeralds are another set of Chaos Emeralds that loom within the Master Emerald that will allow Sonic to become Hyper Sonic, which is double the power of Super Sonic. At which point we will go to Doomsday Zone, which is a real zone in this game. And take down Eggman, basically. And that's the plot of this game. Knuckles doesn't know he's being duped, and he's for one reason or another. I think by this point, he's like, okay, Eggman's the problem. I need to, like, figure out what he's up to, because I'm clearly being used. But by then, it's kind of too late. This is directly following Sonic 3, by the way. So, you know, the Death Egg crashed again, somewhere around, like, a big volcano. Oh no, my mic? What's up with my mic? Oh no, oh no, oh no. Is it okay? You're high pitched. Not again. This like this happens so rarely. That's so funny. I'm kind of happy this happened on stream, to be honest. I'd keep it on this if people wouldn't accuse me of using a filter or something goofy. So let me quickly fix that. Normally just unplugging and plugging it back in fixes it. Then I will continue the app sesh. Enjoy the starting soon. Just, like, let me know when I start sounding normal. Yeah, the scratchiness is also a side effect of a high-pitched thing. It just happens, like, both of those coincide. Yeah, my mic's kind of busted. I need to... Okay, how are we now? Is that any better? Woo? I'm normal? Am I still normal? I just unplugged it a couple times. I'm not getting any lights from it. Oh, never mind. I guess I was normal. Hello. Oh, never mind. Go back to the game. I will. Just double checking my settings to make sure everything's gravy again. Okay. Are we good? Everything gravy? Your music is louder. Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Is it normal now? I think I sound okay. Okay. I think we're good. Sounds good. Okay, awesome. Sorry about that. My mic can be a little wishy-washy. I'd honestly prefer that than what happened in the Sonic 1 playthrough. I was so upset when I listened back to the VOD and saw that I accidentally unplugged the thing for like 20 minutes and no one told me. Wanted to bawl my eyes out. Oh yeah, there's this thing. So in the original game, this is weirdly how you got to the level select. Like, there was some sort of like button combination you're supposed to do only on these things, and then you'd unlock a secret to get you to the level select. It was weird. It was weird. Anyway, as I was saying, that's basically the plot of this game. There's actually a lot of lore within this game that is referenced, like, later in the series. Like, this is where, you know, Gerald found out about the ultimate life form and so on and so forth. He kind of based the schematics off of it after the glyphs that he saw within Angel Island. Also, this entire island is floating, and that is due to the power of the Master Emerald as a means to further protect it, and so on and so forth. But yeah, in lore, Gerald Robotnik, who's Dr. Robotnik's grandfather, shows up to this joint, stumbles upon some Echidna ruins, sees like this weird glyph that we'll probably see by the end of this playthrough of Sonic fighting Doomsday, like the Doomsday robot. So the Echidnas have some sort of weird foreshadowing ability, or like some way of telling the future that is not really elaborated on. And like that prophecy was self-fulfilled by Sonic just doing his regular thing. And it kind of comes to a point, really, when, like, in Sonic Adventure 2, which we will get to, I promise, it's, like, one of my favorite games ever, when Shadow, like, turns to Sonic and is like, dude, what are you? Like, how are you, like, why is there so much, like, revolving you and, like, this stuff? You're, like, kind of crazy. And he's like, I'm just a guy who does stuff because reasons. Haha, I'm Sonic. And it's just never elaborated on. There's a lot of weird time shenanigans with this guy. It gets crazy. I'm saying this as if somebody potentially is going to watch this video series with the idea of, what is Sonic? I'd like to check it out. Here's this bozo playing through every Sonic game. I'd like to know. So, I'm just kind of giving the information naturally to be like that this is just the sequence of events, and you don't know how crazy and weird this is gonna get, like this series, but just buckle in. It's crazy. And I'm saying that as a fan. Oh, we did it. Let's go. One more in the books. Unfortunately, we need to get like 6 more. Something crazy like that. Because we basically, if I recall correctly, we have to get all the emeralds and then we have to charge them up, which will require doing the Blue Sphere minigame again. For all of them. But that's okay. Also, these little football player guys are annoying. They used to tick me off so much as a kid because I'll do it on purpose. They throw you with their little mushroom. And this you can only get out of by spin dashing. That also bugged me as a kid. I will say the level design is at least better than it was in Sonic 3 as far as unnecessary bullshit that it's just there to hinder you without a guide. Like, as far as I recall, like, Sandopolis is a little annoying, but nowhere near as annoying as Carnival Night and its stupid barrel. The infamous barrel. Boss time! Well, kinda. I don't remember if we get to fight him. I guess we do. Hold on a minute. Is he wielding a golden axe? Like the hit video game series Golden Axe? I say hit video game series in jest, of course. I love the games to death, but I think they only got like 2 real entries on the Genesis and then like nothing else. Which sucks. They're like sitting on an IP. I mean, one of 8 billion Sega's sitting on, same with every other company in the books. But still. I want another Crazy Taxi. I know Crazy Taxi just got another remake recently, but I think it'd be so cool. That's one of their niche series that I'd really like to see. Oh, look, see, now it's all autumny, and it's blue. I like how the level design kind of progresses. You can really see how, like, in Sonic Mania, they kind of took this concept and ran with it. I'm pretty sure item boxes stack, so when this invincibility is over, I should have my bubble shield. So that'll be nice. Now I'm kind of nervous about my mic making me all high-pitched again. I like it, it's cute, but, like, it also does this weird cutting out thing that I don't like. You can hear it a little bit in that short that I recorded with the estrogen forest or whatever. My mic was doing the thing there, too, just without the high pitch. You sound good right now. Yay! That's very good to hear. I wonder if you get mods, because you're like a mod and all. You're so cool and important. Okay, there's clearly a thing here. Oh, wait. Yeah, so you can see how the level design here is working to show you that, like, Sonic can't break that. That little thing up there, that's to indicate that that's breakable by Knuckles. So, I think that's really neat. So instead, we're gonna have to find another way around, which is cool. That's how you use, like, a level and multiple, like, skill sets or whatever without having to change the geometry. You just make different branching paths for the different playable characters, and it's neat. Okay, well now I gotta figure out how to do this. I remember this stumping me a little as a kid, too. I'll probably just find another way around, honestly. I think the only zone I'm a little nervous about us getting to is Sandopolis, because that one always trips me up. If I'm being honest, I've only really finished and Knuckles, like, once. And I don't remember anything after Sandopolis. Okay, take me up. Perfect. That's all I needed to do. We're breezing. Ooh, now it's all green! And then, like, the leaves are decaying as we progress. This is really neat. There's also so many loop-de-loops. Like, this feels far more like a Sonic opening level than Angel Island Zone, I'll be real. Could go without these things, though. Like, what's the lore here? The echidnas are just like, yeah, let's just, like, install ramps and stuff. I guess it could be Robotnik building that stuff, but still. It's a little odd. I yap about nothing, but I enjoy it. Boss time. Alright, this is it. Oh, wow, that did damage? Oh, yeah, because he spawned. And we still have the air shield, too. Not that they'd get rid of that between games, but still. They're even incorporating some, like, minor 3D elements. My point is, you can see the jump between entries. Also, if you guys are interested, there is a in-stream RPG called Micro RPG. If you hit !RPG in the chat, you can play a little RPG that'll show up on the top right of the screen, and it's real fun. I'll actually hit that probably. Hi Trim, hi Trim, hi Nick, how's it going? I hope you're enjoying your day and things are going awesome. We're doing the final Genesis game. In fact, this next stage is probably one of my favorites in the classic series. Listen to this music. Sorry, you can't see me popping and locking, but I fucking love this song. There's a reason that they put it in Mania. It's just that good. It's fantastic. I don't know what they were on. This isn't even a Michael Jackson original. Like, I know he gets a lot of credit for this score, as I said during the last stream, but like, almost all of the songs that are really good in this game are composed by the, like, Sonic 2 guy. Oh yeah, our fire shield will trigger those landmines instantaneously. Like, there's a little bit of elemental physics in this game. Not a lot, but just enough to be like, oh hey, look at that. Like, they really opened their third eye when it came to level design with this one. I enjoy it quite a lot. I love Sonic 2 to death for its simplicity, but the level design here is just so good. When people say Sonic 3 is like the best game in the series, I really think they're talking about this one. Like, Sonic 3 base game is good and all, but it's kind of just, like, salad dressing until you get to this. But that's my opinion. Oh, good. Okay, so as you can see with the fire shield, this is not an issue for us. Normally it would be, so that's very good. There's also Badnik capsules within the ship to kind of trick you. Landmines. And Knuckles is a lot more difficult than 3, though. It might be the most difficult in the series, if memory serves. I know I keep saying stuff like that often, but it's like, I'm just going off memory. Sonic and Knuckles is not... Like, I do love it. I do agree with everything that I've said about the gameplay, but to me, it's just a little less memorable and iconic than, you know, 2 or 1. I'm happy that after this, they started moving on to different ventures, like, you know, 3D entries and so on. Because I feel like we're just barely at the point where things probably would have gotten stale if they kept this going forever. But then again, nobody's really said that about Kirby, and they didn't have a 3D entry until, you know, the Switch era. At least true 3D. Yeah, and there's, like, magnets in this stage, too, to, like, pull the metal elements up, so you gotta be careful. Oh, that was cheap. That sucks. Don't put me back in the beginning. I'll throw a fit. Okay, good. Bad Nick? Be nice. Yeah, bad Nick. so bad in the way you duplicate yourself a billion times and trap animals within your body that I have to then save in order to progress. That sent us so far down. I think, I probably should have grabbed a ring there. Sending you the emotes I've got. Oh, that's amazing. I really wish I could see that, but I have Discord closed to save on RAM and my phone is dead. But, come on, what keeps, junk just keeps falling on me while I'm yapping. That's fine. It's at 2%. I can probably see. Depending on where you send it. 7 images. Whoa, wonderful. That was very quick. Let's see. Oh, these are cute. I really like how you incorporated the collar. That the tiny stick figure girl is a riot to me. The trim, like, these are really well done. I don't know how you did them so small. I'm very impressed. It's your flip note. Your flip note energy. It's carrying you, I think. That's phenomenal. No, I have no notes. Those are all really good. Now, did I go this way last time and reach a dead end, or am I gonna have to backtrack? I'm gonna have to backtrack. Twist my arm. Come on. There we go. I don't know where I got that. It was like some sort of stim. I think in like Octopath Traveler, that's like one of the things that like NPCs can say. It's like, oh, twist my arm. Something like that. I wouldn't doubt it. I'm kind of really JRPG pilled in the worst way. Always have been. I'm a Final Fantasy horse slut. I don't know if you can say that on Twitch, but like, I am for that franchise. I'm zooming. See, and they do speed so well in this game. I'm so glad you like it. I don't know how I couldn't like it. It's so good. I don't just say these things. They're really great. Okay, good. There's the next checkpoint. I'll send the file when I complete a few more. Yeah, absolutely. But, like, don't burn yourself out. Just take care of yourself. It's another one of those days where it doesn't feel as late as it is. Like, I was like, whoa, it's 6? That's crazy. Because... And that's weird, because yesterday I got no sleep and took a crazy long nap. I didn't wake up until like 1 p.m. yesterday. But today I woke up at the normal time and I got good sleep, so maybe that's why. Maybe I just feel good, you know, for normal reasons. I'm like, that's so weird. That's crazy. The sunglasses one is called Like a Rasky. Oh, that's so... I can't believe you. That's awesome. I love you to death. A pause would also work. I don't want to sleep. I think your body's condemning you to sleep for saying such things, honestly. I think it's punishing you. But yeah, no, I love it. I will name it that. Aaron dialogue. Much to my ire, much to my chagrin. Okay, there we go. I knew there was some sort of thing that would happen there. I think we're still in Act 1, by the way. This is just a long stage, I say as we get to the end. Still, nearly 6 minutes is pretty long. Do I just... Huh. What do? Oh, there's a gimmick. I see your gimmick. Now, slipping through the middle there, that's a little tricky. Let's be awake forever. Yes, you should. It's fun. It's enjoyable. There are myriad consequences, but, like, it's fine if you just, you know, deal. Alright, slam it down. There's a bit of a tell. His eyes glow. I only just noticed that. So that's when I move. I have work at 6. Yes, but it's at least the last day that you go in. That'll be nice. Hydrate, stupid. You chose a perfect time for that. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Flying battery. This battery is both an airship and a thing meant to power the Death Egg, so it's bad that this thing is moving and operable. Like, Robotnik is moving awfully fast, considering. I should pay you to play Peggle. I wish that autocorrected to Peggy. I don't want to play Peggy, but I know what you mean. Peggle. If someone could pay me to just play Peggle, I'd be thrilled. I mean, basically what streaming is, but, like, there's a reason that I have that for the ADHD cam. Because, like, I think it would be boring if I just spent a whole stream just playing Peggle. That'd be a great April Fool's one, though. It's like, fuck you, I'm playing Peggle. Everything else can go out the window. I did add that. Oh my lord, you actually did it. I can't believe you. Okay. Okay. Well, I'm gonna let this puppy run. I'm gonna have to let her run while I pull up Peggle. Because I have to pull that up on my setup. I'm gonna disappear for a second. I'll probably switch to the starting soon for just a brief moment, because now I have to. Where the hell's my copy of Peggle? There it is, Peggle Deluxe. Awesome. You've been saving those for a long time. Welcome to the Peggle stream, everybody. Here it comes. It's booting up. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, it's everything I ever dreamed. Oh, it's so perfect. Okay, welcome back, everybody. I think booting this up killed the RPG, but that's fine. I thought this would make you happy. No, it does make me happy. I'm thrilled. I love this. I'm not even mad. I want to play Peggle. That's why I put that there. And now, you must suffer the consequences. Where's my mouse? Actually, I don't need my mouse. We're playing Peggle now. Welcome to Peggle. I hope the background noise isn't too loud. I mean, for the game, but the game we should be playing. All right, adventure, ahoy! We're gonna do at least two rounds, two like boards of Peggle. That's something old people say in place of level. I've noticed, like they'll say board. It's like, oh, how many boards is this game? Okay, so that's one free ball. And you chose, like, my favorite stage to interrupt this with. I'm sorry about your RAM. My RAM can deal. We're playing Peekle. I also don't even know this guy's ability. I kind of forgot after last stream. We got 8 balls to finish out this stage with. Made a trim cheer Peggle for this moment. You just found the Peggle logo? Is it like one of the things that like Trim holds up like the other two that you showed me, but it's just Peggle? Because that'd be really funny. This will make it seem like Peggle's my favorite game ever. It's really not. I just think it's a great, it sounds so pretentious. It's a great distraction. No, I really do enjoy it as a puzzle game. It's one of my favorite in that regard. I'd take this over like Candy Crush or other games of its ilk, I suppose. Give me an excuse to not play my least favorite Genesis entry. I'm like half kidding. I love Sonic and Knuckles, but I think of the Genesis trilogy, it is my least favorite. I replay Sonic 1 and 2 forever, all day. But it's a little harder to get myself to be like, okay, now let's do Sonic 3, because Sonic 3 is longer. Like, the level design and whatnot is just long. Okay, this is a little dicey. Good. Okay, see, I meant to do that. That was awesome. If I'm ever quiet, it's because I'm, like, chewing my nails, standing at the edge of my seat, freaking out, pissing myself, you name it. Because this game kind of tense. Nothing gets me more tense than pegging. Okay, let's get it. I'm feeling confident. This will land. Hopefully. Okay, well that was put there just to mess with me. It's cool, free ball. Meanwhile, the best song in the series is going nutto mode. Pegging, somebody save me! You don't need to be saved. You're just watching. You're kind of cucking this peg sesh. Fuck you! No! No! That should have landed. Come on! It even slowed down and everything. That made me mad. Come on. You can do it. I believe in you. This is the little ball that could. Good. Good. This is still the little ball that could, because I got the free one back. Oh. Oh, that sucks. Oh, that sucks so hard. Okay. I gotta really time this one. Pretty please. As soon as that second one goes back in, I'm gonna go for it. Awesome! That's it. That's the run. This is Peggle. This is pegging. This is real pegging hours. Awesome. Nothing's better than that. Nothing is better than winning a board in Peggle. Fever. I'm gonna have a fever dream if this keeps up. People joke about that, but those are like that's like a real thing that happens to me when I have a fever. I have like the worst, most vivid, realistic feeling dreams when I'm sick. This feels like a victory lap, honestly, in comparison to the last stage. Long shot. Hello to those skimming through the VOD. Yes, I did stop in the middle of Sonic 3 to play Peggle. Yes, somebody paid for it. So that's what we're doing. And it's awesome, and everybody loves it. Yes, good old Blur. That's what the text right here looks like it's saying. We got this in the bag. Unless something really stupid happens, I don't see how we could fail this stage. Okay. That was a little cheap, but it's fine. I gotta get Peggle. I've always wanted to play it. It's so fun. It also takes, like, no RAM or anything. It is not very intensive. It's cheap as hell. I think the game's only, like, $2, even if you pay for it. And there's Half-Life DLC that's free. Something I thought you should know. You are a lover of Half-Life. Among many other wonderful character traits. Okay. Well, now I have 3 more balls to make this work. I meant to do that. That was fine. No, the ad cut me off. I said it's so fun. Also, it's really cheap. It's only like $2, even if you pay for it. And there's a lot of free DLC. There's Half-Life DLC. I think you would love that, as you know, resident lover of Half-Life, among many other wonderful character traits. Okay, well this one's messing with me just a little bit. I gotta get lucky. I just gotta get lucky with this one. I shouldn't have talked smack, really. That sucks. Well, since that map made me mad, I'm gonna do it one more time. It's the same fairness that I would have given to the other game that we played Peggle on. Following this stage, we will get back to our regularly, I always have trouble with that word, regularly scheduled program. Awesome! That's what feels good. That's better than sex, honestly. Now hit one more, please. The ER. It's where we must send this ball. Okay, I'm back from the ad. That's okay. I'll repeat. Sorry, Pan. I basically said that the game is so fun. It's super cheap. It's only like $10. $10. What am I on about? It's only $2. even if you pay for it. It's got a lot of really good levels. It takes no RAM usage really, so it doesn't take much to run. And there's free Half-Life DLC. And as, you know, resident fan of Half-Life, I think you would very much enjoy that. Because you are a lover of Half-Life, among many other wonderful character traits. Wait, why do we only have one ball left? I wasn't paying attention. Okay, well this kind of sucks. We might be able to still make this work. Yep, free Half-Life DLC. In fact, I think you might just be able to play that standalone for free. That was so close. I hated that. Oh, man. It's okay. If we hit this one and it fails, we'll at least have a straight shot. Okay, it is impossible for me to fail now, unless something stupid happens. Well, that was stupid. But not unexpected. Okay. I don't like this anymore. Because it's going to bounce if I do that, but maybe I'll get lucky. I did not get lucky. We are done with Peggle now. Thank you for watching me play Peggle on the ADHD cam. I'm going to boot up the RPG again. Alright, and we're back. And everything's gravy. The RPG is here. Play Peggle instead! You're kidding me! I just play Peggle! I can't just play Peggle the whole stream? And I just got rid of it! Okay, whatever, we're gonna play Peggle again. That's fine, I guess. We're gonna play Peggle. Pan, I'm gonna throw a fit if you hit the button. Okay, so same courtesy we gave Pan. We're gonna go for two. We're gonna go for two of these. Give me Streamlabs. Okay, awesome. Back to the ADHD cam. Hello, everybody. Welcome to my Peggle stream. I hope you've enjoyed the last 10 minutes of begging, because we're gonna go for another 5 more at the very least. You wanna play Peggle again? Not this stage. This stage is making me upset because it's so easy, and I keep failing horribly. It's not even that hard. Is that an invitation? You want to play Peggle again? I could think of some other games I could be playing, like Sonic 3, but it's neither here nor there. See, and here I thought when I was setting this up, I was like, maybe 2,000 is too much. I don't think anyone's gonna actually save up 2,000 just to watch me play Peggle. Well, here we are. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's so good. Oh, that's amazing. Oh, I'm so happy. Please hit. That would make me so happy. That's a stim I have recently. It's from South Park. It's Clyde, I think. He has a certain way of speaking. And there's an episode where it's like, if I could say fuck shit to the teacher without getting in trouble, that would make me so happy. So just the way he says that is kind of stuck in my brain. It would make me so happy. Oh, I really wish that hit in the circle. It would have been so nice. Okay, well we hit one, so I guess that's not a total loss. Oh. I'm starting to realize these letters are put here to mess with you, because they're just completely in your way. 3 shots left. Make me lucky. Woohoo! That's what it's all about. Okay, 2 balls left. I only need 1. I'm kidding. We're gonna blow this now. Yep. That's fine. I'm in a bit of a precarious scenario, but it's fine. We can maybe make this work. Okay, that's good. That's what it's all about. Now we have 2 more to try to make this work. So tense. I might have a straight shot. Let's see. Come on! Okay, okay. Trying not to scream directly in front of the mic, but this game makes me feel a certain type of way. There we go. Okay, that's 1 Peggle board down. Technically, it's still Pan's last one, but since I gave it like 2 tries, whatever, bite me. So we'll do this again. Oh, hey, new guy.
Greetings, aspiring Pegglenut. My task is to expound on Explorer's Space Blast for further fulgurgation and fabulous firework. Many pegs will be sparkily dismissed, and points will occur at the speed of shock. Set ocular eyes to see, and we shall launch our lesson.
Thank you, ChatGPT. Just kind of read like that. Okay, I'm actually reading the dialogue. Powers are magical. Hit green pegs for a space blast cosmic explodation? Okay, well that doesn't really inform me on what the ability does. Oh, it blows up. Could have just said, it blows up. 4K would be more reasonable for the price, by the way. I think it would help. Oh, someone's car is going off out there. Definitely not mine, though. There we go. Alright, so after this board, we'll go back to it. That's kind of 4,000 points if you add them together. With luck, we'll still be able to showcase Knuckles gameplay. Not that I'm too worried. Oh, so good. I was hesitant to say, like, I think we got this in the bag. The first stage is never actually that bad, and then I had flashbacks to the Markiplier clip where he's like, yeah, the first night's never usually this bad, and then he opens the door and he gets immediately jump scared, and it goes slow-mo, and it's like, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. That clip makes me giggle. It's, I've been there so many times. Alright, we're gonna clear these, that way we'll have a straight shot. That's the plan. Okay, this is it. This is the hit. Girl, let me be your man. Take my hand, babe. Won't you understand? Yes, you can, girl. How'd you get so fine? Blows my mind, babe. Sorry, it's the hit from, I think it's Tupperware Remix Party. It's got Dan Avidan on it. It's really good. No. No! No! Sorry, I just saw the stream chat. Looks like we're playing 2 more boards of Peggle. I hope you're all enjoying yourselves. We'll get back to Sonic 3. We'll get back to Sonic 3 one day.
Dupe waiting for a particular shot. Righty clicky speeds up the board.
I didn't actually know that, so that's good. 2 more boards it is! Oh, that makes me feel good. I like that this one's in the shape of a spaceship. Okay. Back to it. And I was so excited for only the briefest of moments, because I'm like, alright, back to Sonic. And it's like, nope. But it's fine, because I love Peggle. This is not a complaint. Okay, that's all my points for now. Okay, so now tomorrow, or whenever I stream next, I have the excuse to add something that, like, you'd really, really want. I'm gonna add one that's like read Trigun or engage in Marble Hornets media for like 4,000 points for my next stream, and just watch you like shake and go feral. Okay, I'm going to miss that, so let's aim over here. Awesome. Just so you can't afford it, basically. These stages are a lot more fun. I really prefer this to the other ability. Nice. I enjoy this effect, too. At the very least, you guys are making me better at Peggle. I'm going to end up forgetting how many boards I've done, though. This is the first one, so once this is done, we do one more. Totaling like 6 boards of Peggle. That's the good stuff. Greep! How do I know that's not like an alien slur?
Sometimes blue pegs block good shots to orange, hit blues to clear away the way.
You think I don't know that by now? We're on like the 4th set of stages. I love when video games do that. Like, you'll be on the final boss. Like, Xenoblade 2 is kind of notorious for this, where you're on, like, the final boss, and it's like, you can you can move your character forward by using the left joystick. And it's like, whoa, really? The final boss is standing right there. It's not that it's not that crazy in Xenoblade 2, but, like, there's a similar thing. Like, you get a tutorial notification during the final boss, because that's the game where, like, tutorial messages never end. But the annoying part about Xenoblade 2 is that it never shows back up again. So you'll get a tutorial message, and then there's no way to, like, review that if you, like, stop playing for a while. So many people end up playing that game unoptimally. Because there's no way to review the knowledge in-game, and that's something that they fixed for 3. My nothing, but still. Well, that was pathetic. Okay, we got 6 balls left. I really want someone to join and be like, I thought this was Sonic 3, and it's like, it was. What do you mean? It's Sonic 3 is right there in the background. Don't even worry about it. Go back to your, like, meal or whatever you're eating while you're watching. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Trust. Okay, the final ball, and then we get to go back to playing Sonic 3. Woo! Victory! Screech! Ooh! Suck it, Glorp, or whatever your name is. I'm playing Peggle now too, Peggle Fever. Yeah, I don't know if that's the same as mine. Mine is Peggle Deluxe. That's the one that I have, specifically version 1.01. I got it from a reputable website, I'll be real, because I wanted to play the original and I couldn't tell which version of Peggle was the one that I played. So I found it myself! It was either this or Plants vs. Zombies, and I felt like Plants vs. Zombies would be longer. I also don't have a lot of experience with that.
Gerp purple peg chances place after every shot. Points are plenty if you catch purple peg with Space Burst.
Wow, that's so cool. I can't wait to get to that when somebody redeems another 2,000 channel points. How do I get out of here? I think I just exit like normal. Well, that just hit the ball. Oh, we have Peggle Fever, our affliction. Yeah, I think they eventually did release a game called Peggle Fever, so that's really funny. You'll get addicted. It's really enjoyable. It's like it's so good that even the people who made Candy Crush ripped it off. Like, that's what Papa Pear is. It's just Peggle. Okay, we're on. I have to like remind myself where I am. It's like a Jerma clip, like, who am I, where am I, blah blah blah. I am playing Sonic 3. I am in the Battery Fortress whatever Act 2. Let's run it. That's where we were. That's what I recall. Flying Battery Zone, that's what it's called. Well, Tails is dead forever. I guess I can talk about that guy. There's a friend of a friend that we used to have. I don't I don't really hang out with them anymore. They were the purveyors of a Discord called the Dragon's Den, and I'll let you put two and two together on like why I left. It's basically just a degeneracy hub, but the leader of the Dragon's Den was also a really big Sonic fan, and we had a lot of bits that we thought were really funny. He had a bit that was annoying in retrospect, but it's really funny to me for no reason. The bit is basically just like him voicing Tails and Sonic in various precarious situations, and the punchline is just him saying like, "Mr. Sonic!" at like the top of his lungs in like a shrill Toad-like voice. And something about that really made me laugh every single time he did it. Okay, I wish I could stop hitting that. Going down. Whoa, I'm clipped into the floor! So that's a rare thing that can happen. In this game, there are entire speedrun strats about getting yourself stuck in the floor, because basically the game doesn't know where to put you when that happens. So if you press left, you'll go zipping to the right, just crazy fast, faster than the game can handle, and often that just puts you at the end of the stage if you time it correctly. It is a very popular method of just getting to the end of stages as fast as possible. Okay, I'm going to play this a little smarter. There we go. Can't do the same thing there, or I'll die, so let's just play it by ear a little bit. Okay, there's one ring. That's fine. We're good. In this game, as long as, like, in I guess every Sonic game for that matter, as long as you have one ring, you're golden. Also, small lore thing that doesn't matter. It's clear that Sonic, like, cares about Tails and, like, the events of Sonic 2 actually, like, mattered to him, because he kept the guy around. He didn't have to do that. But he's helping. He's aiding in the conflict. Unfortunately, in lore, I guess he kind of pisses off after this, for all intents and purposes. Does this do damage? Okay, because I tried to do that on purpose. Good. Yeah, because following this game, I think, are, like, in lore, the Game Gear games and the Advance games. And then we get to Sonic Adventure. And that's, like, the next game in canon. They, like, actually meet again and, like, stuff starts happening. That sucks. I hate that this game could just crush you with random stage elements. But it's fine. We're only on the second set of stages, which makes me feel like I'm going a little slow, but we did stop for 20 minutes to play Peggle, so that's fine. I love when my audience memes on me. It really does make me happy. It sounds condescending, but I'm being completely serious. It's like, no, punish me. Punish me for doing that. I know I make it sound like I derive joy from it. I do, but, like, not exactly in that way. But, like, if you want to think that way, that's fine. Hey, wait a minute. This is the boss from Sonic 2, isn't it? Oh, that's not good. How do I damage this? Drawing a bit of a blank. I can't hit it. Maybe it'll just crush itself if I just keep letting it bat around. So I'm just avoiding it for the time being. Yeah, okay, yeah, he doomed himself somehow. It's fine. The machine just backfired. Was that the boss? I guess this is an escape sequence now. It's times like these I wish I had the super peel out. We might be crushed. Okay, we're good. We're a little behind, but I think we're good to escape. I think. Okay, now we're in it, I think. I don't know where we're going exactly. Up and away, I guess. Okay, now it's boss time. Oh, the boss rush mode for Origins must be really annoying in Sonic 3, because I doubt it separates 3 and Knuckles. But maybe it does. When we were testing that the last stream, we didn't get super far. They at least made the boss pretty easy, all things considered. There we go. And we're out of here. On to the next set. Bop, 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 bop. I don't know if I mentioned it during the Sonic 1 playthrough and we did that, but there's a glitch that I wish was in the other games because it makes me laugh, where sometimes when you jump, Sonic will just walk in the air instead of curling into a ball. Oh boy, Sandopolis. So this is my least favorite zone in Classic Sonic. I find this stage really difficult to get through. But it's been a while. Maybe my child brain has died and my adult girl brain has locked in just barely enough for me to succeed in this without any real difficulty. We shall see. I've kind of come to terms. Yay, sand/evil. The sand/evil is right. I don't really like the sand level in this game. But it's okay, because we're likely to get through it. A good conclusion that I've come to with doing voice training stuff, that I've been up to for a long while, which I know doesn't really show on streams, because by the time I do them, I'm just like, I'm tired, and I have to talk for so long. But anyway... I've kind of come to the terms with the fact that, like, I don't think my voice can do, like, stereotypical, like, you know, ah, like, I can't really keep it there for that long. So, I don't know, I might have, like, a butchy Rei Ayanami thing going on when I'm at a comfortable point. Just thoughts I have. It's like, okay, well, what could work? So I think of things that come to mind. Now, that's kind of where my head's at. I don't really have a target voice. That's kind of what I'm trying to say. So, forgive me if in, like, a few months I sound, like, completely different to how I do now in a way that's stupid. I'll learn eventually. The trick to enjoying life is to only take things as seriously as they require, and everything else is funny and awesome until proven otherwise. It sounds like a really negative approach, but it's just like, I'm happy. Happiness is good. That's something I can yap about with Classic Sonic. There's something that is attributed to Classic Sonic. It's a quote that's always stuck with me in a really good way. I don't really follow the philosophy to a T like I used to, because I do not think it is sound advice, but I used to see it as very sagely, and I'd recommend it to people, and I still think it's good. But I do see the pitfalls in the philosophy. In Japan, Classic Sonic has a quote that is essentially along the lines of, like, don't wait to do anything that you enjoy, like, live life to the fullest, always do whatever you want to do in that moment. It's basically the only way to live a life without regrets. And I'm like, yeah, I need to do the thing. So it's like that. So constantly pushing yourself, constantly doing what needs to be done in order to have a fulfilling life. Just, like, do the thing in that moment before you have the chance to regret it. I think it is sound advice for the most part, because, I don't know, I'm not getting preachy on myself, but I kind of took that to mean, like, the grind never stops. You are to push yourself forever to be able to do the things that you enjoy. This is your life. You are going to live this advice like it is going to be on your tombstone. But obviously, advice from a silly blue mouse and a television screen, probably not sound life advice for the long term. And there were many points where I pushed myself just a little too far, and I'd probably happily take that time back if I could, even if it led to good output. I wasn't doing the things that mattered in a good way, like focusing on myself and so on. That's kind of why I, like, you know, there's so many changes recently. I didn't figure out I was a girl until like a month ago. And I write in my journal stuff like, you know, how have I been this way this whole time? And it's so obvious, and like nobody told me. And it's like, well, because I never took the time to look inward and figure myself out at all. I've had these thoughts since like January, but I didn't want to say any of them until I was absolutely certain. And things like that. I don't know, I'm a weird individual when it comes to stuff like that. But anyway, my point is, Sonic is a character that is very good, and he does have a lot of good advice, and I like his philosophy when it comes to a lot of these things. But don't take any character's voice as gospel. At least not solely. And yeah. You've glowed lately and your radiance is amazing. You say your radiance like I'm royalty, and that's funny to me. Your radiance. News has come in from the Western Front. I do not think our supports are going to arrive in time. It's okay, my lord. It's fine. It's really fine. It's totally fine. Are you sure, milady? Because you do not sound fine. No, really, it's cool. This would be me in, like, Game of Thrones. Let's see. You're fucking adorable, blah, blah, blah. Sonic hasn't dealt with child-induced sleep deprivation. Take breaks, but don't waste your life. I like this advice. Real girl moment. Yeah. Thank you so much. I sent you a pack of about 9 emotes. I will sleep soon. You're amazing. Thank you so much. Please sleep well and take care of yourself. Tomorrow's the last day you gotta push. And then everything's gonna be great. I love you. Just take care. And yeah, I love Sonic to death. I really do. I still do. In Japan, Sonic is viewed as far more of like a wise figure, less than like a cool one, kind of. Like he's still like, oh, you know, I'm Sonic, blah blah blah, but like he's seen as like, yeah, I'm me, get over it, blah blah blah, as opposed to, you know, like the cool factor, I guess. At least overseas, that's how Sonic's viewed. Okay, I'm having a little bit of trouble here. Just figuring out... Okay, there we go. Oh, thank you, Tails! Tails for the save! I don't even have a second player. That was just really good timing. There we go. Okay. Now, if I could hopefully reach another goal post before I get crushed by something stupid so I don't have to deal with that again, that would make my day. I like that speed is still a factor in this game, but I think the level design, it's good. I go back and forth on it, honestly, because it's far more adventurous. Like you're not just going from left to right anymore. There's stuff happening. There's stuff you gotta pay attention to. Sometimes you have to go backwards and like, you know, up and down and all around, that sort of thing. This is cool. I like this rock climbing thing where you like push off the wall. It's neat. All right, boss time. What are we up against? Don't know. It's been too long. I don't remember any of the bosses from this game. Oh, we're just going into the Legends of the Hidden Temple, I guess. Or we're fighting this. Clay Golem? I fought this guy in Final Fantasy. What's he doing here? Get him out of here. We even doing damage to him? I guess we can only hit him from the front. I mean, hopefully we're doing damage to him. We're memeing on him at the very least. Alright, pick your head back up. Thunk. This is dicey. I guess we're just knocking him backwards. Before dying. But I think I see the gimmick now. We just keep knocking him back maybe until the stage is over, basically. Like, we push him off screen and he just dies, is my theory. But there could be a gimmick I'm not seeing. Blah, 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 blah. You can look up and down in these games, and it doesn't really matter. If I look down enough, it'll pan down, and if I look up, it'll pan up. But that never really becomes relevant. Okay, well, why did it do that? Oh, do I push it here? That would make a lot more sense. This'll take a while. But I see. So you'd think it wouldn't take as long if I could just knock him in the other direction. Maybe I could make him come towards me. Welcome back, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that silly little ad break. Probably not. Alright, pop your head back up. This'll take a minute. I don't know if this is what you're actually supposed to do. There's probably a quicker way of doing this, but this feels right. He just doesn't come back consistently. Come on, we're almost there. I believe in you. The Sonic OVA is also fun and interesting. We won't be able to cover that for obvious reasons. But it's like a weird retelling of Sonic CD, but it also has a lot of like silly animeisms, and like there's people, like humans that exist. And the world building is just weird because there's like animal people and humans, but not quite in the same way as like Sonic Adventure. It's weird, and like it's implied to be in a post-apocalyptic setting, which is neat, I guess. Like it fits the tone of the world. It's just some strange choices. Okay, that's it. I'm right. I'm right about everything. That's fine. I will drink water now, I announce. Entering the Legends of the Hidden Temple. Oh, it's all dark in here. Oh yeah, there's some sort of mechanic where there's these little like glowy things that follow you around. Or maybe like a lamp? Okay, yeah. Okay. The background is really impressive here. This is during that stage in, you know, video game sprite artwork that I really enjoy, like, you know, Secret of Mana and Chrono Trigger and things like that, where it's just really visually stunning what they're able to draw and accomplish with just pixels. Like, it sounds so nerdy, but believe me, it is not easy to do pixel art. Especially anything above 32 by 32. So it's kind of a wonder to me. I'm seeing a lot of opportunities where I can do this faster. For example, I don't have to push those levers all the way. Okay, I think I'm supposed to climb up there. And I think there's some sort of time mechanic with those. Okay, that just put me backwards. That's probably not good. Getting a little nervous about these guys. Okay, there we go. That put me where I need to go. Okay, it scares away the ghost. That's the gimmick. See, there's light puzzle solving. In my Sonic game, I'm too dumb for this noise. Scared sheetless. Yeah! You have the right idea. There's ghosts and stuff in here. It's all spooky. That's probably just meant to trick me. You missed when my audience stumbled in and used all their channel points together to make me play Peggle for like 20 minutes instead of this game. Which is how we're so late into the stream, but have only really progressed like 3 stages. But we're almost done with Act 2. And that'll put us that one step closer. Okay. Just gotta get a little further. I think I might have gone backwards. Yes, I did. This is kind of a maze. But we're not too far from a goalpost, so I'm not too concerned about blowing this. Okay. Getting a little scarier. Okay, go away, ghost. This kind of, in a weird way, set the scene for Sonic Adventure 2 with the, you know, spooky joint. I guess. I kind of forgot the name of the stage. You get it. Okay, there's clearly a thing I'm supposed to push around here. I'm keeping an eye out. Probably just gotta backtrack a little bit. This thing! There we go, okay. Right before I came in, became curious about Tails' voice actor from Adventures Sonic the Hedgehog. Wonder what he's even up to these days if he's still around. Adventures of, honestly, I know nothing about that guy. I know the kid there was on like Family Matters or something like that. My bad for Sonic. He was on a show. He was Urkel, I believe. That's who voiced him. Yeah, I don't know anything about Adventures of Tails' VA. Sometimes those actors came and went in like a weird way. Like I don't think the OVA cast did anything after that. At least not for the dub. Thank you, Tails. That was actually very nice of you, so I wouldn't have to go up there. Alright, now what are we dealing with? Okay, yeah, that fills us up with sand, and then we can go up. Epic! Yeah, for Sonic, Jaleel White. Yep, that's the guy. Sometimes people go up to him at cons, and they're like, can you still do the Sonic voice? He's not very great at it, but he was kind of never that great at it, so it's fine. And then the Robotnik VA that they had for Sat AM, that guy can still do it fairly well, but that guy is also a very accomplished voice actor. Okay, gotta knock down both of these, it seems. He's getting older too. Oh yeah, big time. He had his like whole stint in like acting in the like late 80s, early 90s. Oh, I might have doomed myself there. I did. That's fine. Jim Cummings. Yeah, I follow his TikTok and YouTube. Yeah, he's real cool. Everything I've seen, anyhow. Oh yeah, I gotta push the little thingy. Alright, pushing this, then we can progress. Hope the next stage is a little lighter on the puzzle solving. My memory for Ann Knuckles is very washy. I think I'm one of the few bozos who prefer the base game, even if I do agree the level design for Ann Knuckles is far superior. I just like the simplicity. I'm kind of dumb, and I enjoy it. There we go. Moving up in the world. Okay, that's where we push that. Okay, now hopefully we can find... Okay, there we go. Right before it was too late. That's good. Now we're not going to go for those again and doom myself. Although this might... Okay, good. I was about to say, if that crushes us to death, I'm not going to be thrilled about it. Okay, hopefully this is not a trick. Okay. Nice. That was going a little faster than I thought it would, but we got through that just fine. Pushing this ahead. Saying what I'm doing out loud. Normal streamer garbage. But yeah, I hope everyone's doing good. Today's just gone really slow for me. Probably because I didn't nap, but it's been really nice. It's one of those days where like it's 4 o'clock and it's like it's only 4. It feels like it's 6, which is crazy because yesterday I only got like uh 4 hours of sleep. So all things considered, I'll take what I can get. Just sending this guy to the forever dimension. Goodbye, goodbye. Anywho, where were we? Probably finding the little lever. That was weird. So, like, the AC turned off in my house, and anytime that happens, I become, like, really just suddenly aware of all of the noise in my house. And it's like, whoa, weird. But luckily, I believe we are at the end of this stage. Then I can go back to yapping without having to pay too close attention to puzzles and stuff that doesn't matter in my silly 2D platformer for children. I'm playing around, of course. I didn't even realize I got the bubble shield. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Okay, there's one more thing I gotta push. Somewhere. Not here. And I lost my shield. That's fine. It's probably in that maze back there. As I said earlier, and Knuckles is the only Sonic game I feel where I go over the limit. Okay, there's a way to get up there. I think if I just stand here. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I wouldn't have seen that. A lot of the level design kind of blends together. And there we go. After today's stream, I'm going to be probably taking a break for a day or two, and then we're going to be continuing with more Recketeer, and that's going to be awesome. And then we're going to come back, and we're going to be doing just kind of a showcase of all of the smaller titles that release between here and Adventure. That way, the following Sonic streams, I can get into Adventure completely guilt-free of like, I'm showcasing every Sonic game, but I skipped all the minor entries. It's like, no, I'll at least showcase them. I can easily burn 2 hours yapping about the Game Gear games and the advanced games, no issue. So that'll be very fun. It'll be a little quick paced, but it'll be great. I don't really have to do Blue Sphere because I'm not going for 100% in this playthrough, just because, and Knuckles makes it long because you have to get twice the number of emeralds. But we'll see. I just really like this silly minigame. It's my favorite Emerald minigame, no question. It's just so goofy. There's a reason they put it in Mania. It's just the most enjoyable. I do also respect the other two as well. The weird 3D stupid one from 2, and the weird maze pinball contraption thingy from 1. I like to think Infinite the Jackal is somewhere while this is going on. He's just hanging out. He's just vibing. Being all edgy and pathetic and like 5 years old somewhere. Probably getting bullied in school. Old nerd. So enraptured by these visuals. Yeah, anytime I'm doing Blue Sphere, I have to try not to pay attention to the background, because that's when my brain is like, oh, this is 3D, not 3D. It doesn't quite work. Eating pizza rolls that aren't fully cooked. That is an experience. That's honestly the dream. Especially if you got like salt and marinara sauce, that'll at least make up for it a little bit. Oh, big AB. Oh, I kind of expected a bigger thing there. That's fine. So we get some that are insanely hot and some that are frozen in the middle. Oh, that's the worst. I hate that. That's such a real experience. There's a weird time in my life where like we had no food for a while. But the funny story with that is that what we did have was like pizza sticks, not even pizza rolls, like pizza sticks. So it was basically just bread and cheese. And we ran out of marinara after like the first week, so we were just chomping on those, and it almost put me off the cheese forever. Making all of this misfortune for Infinite. He deserves it. He's the worst villain in this franchise. Maybe. I give Zavok a lot of smack, just because, you know, I'm not the biggest Lost World enjoyer, but Infinite probably takes the cake, honestly. Oh, thanks, Tails. That was actually really helpful. We got him kind of Kingdom Hearts stun locked. Nice! It's over. Awesome. Moving on. Next zone. I've had a pizza stick. I know what you mean. Oh, yeah. They just become so bland. At least our oven worked, so we had them warm. I'll tell you what I was put off to forever, though. Also, Lava Reef. I believe this came back in Mania as well. Let's see. What I was put off to forever, no question, was what is it called? Like Kick cereal? Like K-I-K. It's mainly for like pregnant women, and it tastes like sawdust. Like people say all cereal tastes like sawdust. That cereal, no question, tastes like sawdust. We just had boxes upon boxes of that as far as the eye could see, taking up our like whole kitchen. We were eating nothing but that for breakfast for like 6 months at one point. I kind of never want to eat it again. Like, even still. But also because it's the most bland cereal. There's so many better cereals out there. Got triggered by being called weak. Yeah, no, Infinite is the worst villain. Honestly, I think the Shadow DLC kind of hindered him. If the Shadow DLC didn't exist, we wouldn't really know that factoid about him, or at least it wouldn't be as commonly known. So, I don't know. Maybe I'd view him in a little bit of a better light. I'd just be like, yeah, that's like an edgy villain that they tried that didn't work out. It's just as fanfiction-y as the main character, so like it kind of fits, like for the sake of that game. But also Ian Flynn just doing everything that he can to make that game canon and to make the canon of that game work, especially within the confines of IDW. He's kind of written himself into a corner where he has to acknowledge that Infinite exists and just do what he can to try to make him cool, which is an effort. I had kicks all the time too. Yeah, no, it's bad. There's that one and like one other cereal that I hate. I don't remember what it is though. But kicks I remember, no question. I love Cheerios though. That's like a good cheap brand. I don't like the what is it? The silly like sugar glaze like squares. Not Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I love that stuff. But the other one, where the bit is basically that you buy it and it's like, oh, this feels like heavy. This is like a good sized box. Frosted Mini Wheats. That's what it is. I swear, there's only like 2 bowls worth of cereal in that box. because they're just so dense. As a kid, my favorite cereal was Crave, and now that I'm an adult, I can eat it whenever I want, and now I don't like it as much. What is this thing? It's like a hologram cloud. It's holding me back. That sucks. How do I get rid of it? Okay, yeah, same way I get rid of everything. Just spin dash. It's fine. Oh gee, I used to love Kix. I ended up getting so sick of it growing up poor. Oh yeah, I'm glad I'm not alone in that experience at least. I Trix too. I love some Reese's Puffs. Reese's Puffs, that I can eat all day. That one's fine. Raisin Bran had Stockholm Syndrome about it briefly, but I wasn't strong enough. I'm one of the few people who do love raisin-based things. I loved the, like, vanilla raisin things that were around when I was a kid. I loved, like, you know, raisin cookies. But I'm also one of those crazies who likes pineapple on pizza, so, like, don't take my taste palette as something to, like, aspire to, I guess. I'm into some freaky food. My philosophy, it's probably due to growing up poor, but it's also just like, if it's food, I won't ask twice. If I go to a foreign country and they're like, here's something that you wouldn't even think twice about eating about, but like, trust me, it's good, I'd eat it no question. Just to try it. I don't really have qualms with that sort of thing. For them dry, though, I really love vanilla wafers. Vanilla wafers are awesome. Especially when they come in that, that little, like, parfait thing. Like, commonly, those are really good. Also, mini wheats, yeah, but more often my mom would try the non-sugared shredded wheats, but oh my god, it was hell. Nothing will make you appreciate mini wheats like shredded wheat blocks. Yeah, no. It feels like something they'd feed kids at Invader Zim. It's like, yes, here is your nutrition brick. Eat your tiny nutrition brick, small child. Grow up big and strong. Lava Reef. Alright, alright. I don't know how someone would do this on a CRT. That blends in pretty well, even on my widescreen. Easy. No, literally, yeah. It's crazy. The stuff they feed kids and are like, yeah, there's like no issue with this. Best meals, like I don't think there's been a time where I made myself breakfast that I haven't like had a good morning or like haven't felt like good about myself. And it's not just like creating something. I really do think it's just better for you to like, you know, slap some eggs around, slap some toast around. It's better than cereal. I just eat cereal every day because it's convenient, but even I'm aware of that. Also, eggs are stupid expensive. I got really into making omelets. I think that's like my go-to breakfast thing now. You just take like 2 or 3 of those puppies, you know, whisk them together, slap it into a pan, let that puppy ride at like 3 heat on the stove for like 10 minutes and then flip it over. Add some, you know, cheese, maybe a bit of ham. Perfect breakfast. Come on down. There we go. Awesome. I do not desire the nutrition brick. It's like eating wood chips. Yeah, I agree. I really love making fried eggs and toast. Or fried eggs on a bagel. I would love to make an omelet. Yeah, bagels are really good. We got into some trouble with that. We had a bunch of everything bagels, and then there was a situation where we had to go to the hospital. And apparently, on a scan, like the little seeds and everything bagels can read as opioids. So they thought we had a lot more going on than we were letting on, and they like sent some people to our house, and it's like, no. And then the people showed up, and they're like, yeah, no, you guys are fine. I think it's silly they sent me out here, but like, you know, you do you. It's like, yeah, sorry. But bagels are good. I don't get behind them as much as Pan does. Pan is a fiend for bagels. Pan will eat a whole sleeve of bagels. I think I just kind of slap my eggs on toast. Because toast is like quintessential breakfast. I'm not one of those people who can wake up and be like, okay, I'm going to have, you know, a non-breakfast food for breakfast. It's like, I'd rather just wait until lunch. I'm like, something about my palate, it just, like, rejects anything that is not, you know, breakfast food during, like, any time between waking up, like, you know, 5 a.m., whatever, and, like, 1 p.m. Can't do non-breakfast things. I won't, like, throw up or anything. I won't be in the mood for it. I've been conditioned. I've been pilled. I've been breakfast pilled. Really love the backdrop of this place. This is gorgeous. Let's see. Well, I got stuck in a time vortex. Oh, what do you mean? With the ad stuff? Or just me yapping? Because I could believe anything, really. I often just don't eat breakfast, but I'd like to get into making food more often. It is a very good skill to have, because, like, if you know how to make one thing, like, if you know how to make eggs, you can make so many things. Like, eggs are, like, people make entire cookbooks around just the meals you can make with eggs alone. So, like, if you start with simple things, it'll be so much easier for you, like, down the road. I've always wanted to get into grilling. I like a lot of grilled food, but I've never learned how to do any of that noise because I kind of... It sounds stupid. I hate the culture. I hate the grilling culture. No, but basically anyone that I know who, like, owns a grill and is, like, passionate about it has been an asshole. So, like, that's, like, the main reason. Blah, 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 blah. But I also, I just make a lot of meat. Because I used to work in a meat market in retail, so I just know what I'm doing in that department. So I'm able to get a lot of stuff for cheap. Okay, I might be blowing this. Let's see. Whoa! Spinny! Go up. Okay. We're at a ring, so I'm a little cautious. Okay, this is like a small puzzle. Okay. There we go. Okay, that's what it's all about. We're good now. I can go back to yapping about my nothing. Grillmaster trim. Oh, I think our internet buffered. Oh yeah, that's understandable. I love to grill. So much fun. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. So, you know, learning how to make that stuff on a grill would probably taste infinitely better than frying it, which is what I normally do. Not deep frying, but just, you know, using a pan. I hate this, because it looks like it should hit you, even though it can't. We are breezing. I know I keep saying that. It's when I notice that we're making a lot of good progress in a level, and, like, not really run into any difficulties. For example, I'm pretty sure we're on the boss right now. Or so I thought, anyway. Guess not. That is a hole. My poor friends condemned to ad break hell. I think Nick might not have to deal with ads since you're a mod. I know Pan doesn't. But I don't know, maybe my streams just hate you, I don't know. The good part about the ad break is I guess it gives me an excuse to yap just a little less and kind of like catch up on my thoughts. But why do that? I can yap forever for the people on the VOD. Which is fine. I enjoy that. Oh, hi, Knuckles. That's annoying. Can't believe he thought to Indiana Jones trap us. Oh, hey, it's the Death Egg! Oh, that's scary. I didn't know that thing could open its eyes. Oh, this is like an auto runner. How'd I forget about this? This is Very interesting. I get the impression that it's like the Labyrinth Zone boss, though, where you don't actually have to fight it, you just have to endure the stage elements. Now we probably have to fight it, because there's a goalpost and all. Oh, that's goofy. Okay. Normally you just stand on the lava, and that's fine. Awesome. Oh, what the heck? Well, now what? are we just stuck here? I guess so, unless this comes down, rescues us. Welcome back, everybody. Okay, there's the boss. My one ring, which is now gone forever. I think I see the gimmick, though, at least. So eventually the stage will stop scrolling, and then I just hold on to one of these puppies until we reach the bottom. Basically. Oh, hey. This is good. The electric shield, another passive benefit that it has is dragging rings to us. Oh, I guess I see the gimmick. That was trying to direct us into standing there. That way we wouldn't take damage. That's fine. You think I'd understand, but I don't. So now we just gotta keep jumping and avoiding those so that he takes enough damage to where we can kick rocks and get out of this zone. But yeah, I do think grilling is like a fun outdoor activity. I'm trying to get into more of those, like, you know, when I read, I'll read outside and things like that. Sometimes I kind of neglect that, which, you know, feels obvious for like a streamer, whatever, but like, sometimes I just forget human beings need the sun. Like, I went outside yesterday and was like, whoa. It's so bright, I forgot I need this. So I've been trying to be more conscious about that. I go on walks every day, like I'm outside, I just don't really go out during the day. But I think part of it is because I put so much effort into presenting Fem that, like, I don't want to be, like, you know, knocked around if I don't pass, you know what I mean? Especially where I live, but it's neither here nor there. I do like going on walks. It's my favorite. It's very therapeutic for me. It's a nice break from everything around me, stressors, you know. I just kind of plug in my headphones and just walk around campus for a good, you know, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, whatever I fancy. Hidden Palace Zone. Isn't this the same? Maybe not. Oh wait, no, this is where the emeralds were that we saw, like the hyper emeralds. But I could have sworn this is also the name of that stage from Sonic 2? I don't think so. I know Hidden Palace is at least the website Hidden Palace is named after this. It's where they archive, you know, not exactly lost media related to games, but you know, things that are obscured by history and so on. It's kind of like the cutting room floor, but with, like, you know, content people can't really find anymore, like old game magazines and so on. Zoom! There's this thing. This will become way more cool and important for the next fight. Oh, let me pull that up for you. Okay, cool, it's still booted. That's good. For those who are not in the know, I will repeat again, there is an in-stream RPG that you can play by hitting !RPG, and it'll show up on the top right of the screen, and it hangs on to your progress, and it's really fun, and I enjoy it quite a lot. That mural! This thing is so stupid! I'm gonna rant about it for a sec, but that mural is like the whole reason Shadow exists and whatnot. There's like all kinds of like silly lore that we'll get to when those games matter. But that That silly thing implies that the Echidna race has some sort of way to, like, predict the future. What you're seeing there, a lot of people have come to the conclusion that is Hypersonic fighting the like, big doomsday robot at the end of this game. And you know, Gerald Robotnik like saw this stuff and was like, "Oh, it looks like the ultimate being, the ultimate life form is a hedgehog. So when I build this ultimate life form after the second one, the stupid lizard, I'm going to make it into a cool hedgehog body." So yeah, that was all because he saw this mural on Angel Island when he was like exploring the idea of what the ultimate life form is based on like ancient Echidna text. The whole reason Shadow exists is because of this stupid mural. And I think it's really neat that they have been consistent with that, like, up to this day. Even still, we are getting, like, stuff revealed about the Echidna tribe and, like, the Master Emerald and, like, the things that reside within and Chao and so on. And all of it goes back to this mural. It's because of this that we have, like, Tikal and, like, all these things. Because of this silly lore bit. Anyway, we're gonna kick Knuckles' teeth in now. This is the first, like, one-on-one fight against, someone close, not, like, close to us, like, relationally, but I mean close in, like, skill set that we've had in this series. And he's actually using all our moves against us. But yeah, and up there is the Master Emerald. It's crazy. The Echidnas being able to tell the future does come back in Sonic Adventure 1 when we get to that. That's how, like, Tikal is able to talk to us from the past and so on. Great job, Tails, you fucking killed him. He's dead. Just kidding. Bye, Knuckles. Whoa, that's like me or whatever. Whoa. But yeah, it's crazy. I love the lore of this series because it's inconsistent, but just consistent enough to where if you pay attention, it's like, oh, I see what you're calling back to. So yeah, Knuckles has finally caught on to the fact that Robotnik is trying to take the Master Emerald from him and has been this whole time. Oh, you see his skeleton. I forgot about that noise. So now he's gone from, anti-hero to, like, actually helping us out. He's like, I've been duped, and everything sucks. Let's go fix this. Yeah, he was, like, debating on it. He's like, should I hang out with these idiots? Well, I guess they're, like, better stopping them than I am. So on and so forth. Okay, here we go. You know when I said Flying Battery Zone is one of my favorite songs in this game? That was a lie. We're getting to my actual favorite song. Maybe... here it is. Here it is. Aesthetically, musically, it is my belief this is the best stage in Classic Sonic. I adore Sky Sanctuary. And there's the Death Egg. It is rising. We have real stakes and stuff. It is now a race to get to the Death Egg before that thing can, like, destroy the world. And yeah, we've already done this, like, 2 more times, but now we have, like, an ally, and there's, like, real stakes involved. And right now we're, like, going through the ancient ruins. Like, only Knuckles could open that. Like, the way to Sky Sanctuary. So that's what we're doing. We are making our way there. Also, those Egg Robos are really fun. This is their first appearance. They're one of my favorite badniks in this series. Whee! We spin! We're like a little record. Tails kind of standing around like the man emoji. But yeah, this song is gorgeous, and the way that they reorchestrated it, like the stage and everything, for Sonic Generations, it almost brings me to tears. It's just so good. It's just beautiful. Also, hey, look who it is! It's Mecha Sonic! You know, the guy whose teeth we kicked in Sonic 2? Also, like, debatably a Mark II of Metal Sonic. It's like a weird hybrid of the two. He's also using Eggman's Egg Mobile from Sonic 1. Like, that is what that fight was, beat for beat. We're getting kind of like a best of the series as we're, like, coming to the end of the Genesis era. I'm so happy to yap about these things. I'm so crazy about, like, these elements of the series. And Sega kind of made the worst mistake ever by being like, nothing's canon and everything's canon. It's like, okay, you are now basically giving me specifically free reign to be autistic about this franchise and make my own weird timeline and assumptions based on events in order to make this actually the case. So that's basically what I'm doing, and just selling you guys on my ideas. Okay, what we got now? This is a boss fight from Sonic 2. This is the one from, near the end of the game. I don't actually remember what stage. But we've done this noise before. We've played these games before! I believe anything you tell me. You should. I am like, the key source for this franchise. I'm, like, half kidding. I'm very passionate. Sonic is one of 2 franchises I will never shut up about if given the chance. Like, pieces of media. It is Final Fantasy, and in second place it is Sonic. In third, maybe, is Fooly Cooly, and then Yakuza. Those are the franchises I, if prompted, will not shut up about, and will try to convince anyone to get into. In order. Final Fantasy is like my lifeblood. That's like everything to me. But Sonic is almost equally so. This is like my whole childhood and like everything. I would not have like any of the philosophies as like a human being, or like, you know, any of like the values or notions that I do probably without this franchise. And that seems really like oh, like, you know, like a big thing to say, but like to me this is true. I like Sonic quite a bit. It almost goes beyond the standard, like, quote-unquote Sonic autism. It's like, no. Look at me, Cheryl. I am the Sonic autism. I am the apex predator, or whatever, of, like, this silly franchise. I joke. I just mean to say that I'm passionate. Those are all such awesome pieces of media. Yeah, I enjoy yapping. Now I'm getting just a little lost because there's a lot of moving parts to this stage. I think we're good. Yeah. I'm glad everyone's taken on that silly stim of mine where it's like, yeah. Sometimes I forget that I have that, and then someone will reference it, and then I go back to saying it forever. I also grew up with Sonic. It meant a lot to me, even if I didn't play that many of the games. I am the Sonic autism. Yeah! That's so fun. I was kind of crazy. When I was a kid, this is really cringe. I wanted, like, I was the guy who wrote the self-insert fan fiction and, like, tried to pass it off as a novel. It's like, yeah, I'm, like, kind of an author. This is my like, 200-page Sonic fan fiction that I wrote in, like, this little book, this little, like, notebook that I have. Unable to digitize it because it's in a notebook, but I was really proud of it. Sneeze. It's really goofy. I wrote all kinds of junk. One instance that makes me giggle to think about is I remember going to my mom when I was really little. I'm like, hey, I recently got into this thing called Sonic Underground, and I was thinking of writing this story where, like, Sonic's my brother, and, like, we were given to you as, like, a young child, and, like, Sonic Underground characters come to, like, find me. So, yeah, do you want to be Queen Alina in this story, or should, like, my aunt be Queen Alina? And she's like, what are you talking about? Get out of my room. Like, go be a normal child. I have very vivid memories of that sort of thing. Hey, wait, did I just go backwards? That's not fair. I'll go back down. I feel like I missed something. It's because I did. Would you look at that? Okay, there we go. Da-do, I feel like there's some sort of mechanic I might be missing. Yeah, no, I did do that. There's another. I don't know if I ever mentioned this story on stream. I think I did for like Sonic CD. But the dumbest one I did was in 6th grade. I wrote a self-insert fan fiction. Same character. It's like my name, the Hedgehog. And he was basically just green Sonic with blue shoes. That's all it was, really. And he had a relationship with Amy because I was kind of unwell and was like, I could fix her. But yeah, there's this scene I wrote fairly early on into the novel where they're sitting on the beach, you know, like on Green Hill or whatever, staring into the sunset, and they kiss, and it's like a really beautiful scene if you ignore the fact that they only met each other that day. But my teacher, because I was in science class, came and took my novel from me, my damn novel, as I was writing it, and I was so steamed. And was like, I'll give this back to you tomorrow, like, you have to pay attention, whatever. And the next day, I'm called into the principal's office, and I'm like, oh no, what'd I do wrong? And they're like yapping, and I'm like, what's this about, blah, 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 and they're like, well, we love your storytelling. It's a beautiful story. I read it, and I think you're a wonderful, like, big brain child. And I'm like, you read it. Like, I was so steamed. And like, yeah, like the principal weighed in on it. They weren't like, it's cringe, but they were like, you should focus on your studies, basically. But, like, they absolutely read it, and so I was just, like, so mad and embarrassed that I just, like, never talked to those teachers ever again. Which is a little petty, but, like, you know, they read my stuff. It's bad. You don't do that. Not if they're a young, impressionable youth writing self-insert, weird, kissy fan fiction. That's bad. Don't do that. Anyway, I proceeded to write, like, 3 more volumes of that and then stopped. The first volume was weird. It, like, loosely covered the events of, like, Sonic Adventure 2. But, like, I'm doing all the cool things Sonic's doing. Amy's still a damsel in distress. Things like that. It would not pass the Bechdel test by any means. Okay, we're progressing. I finally found the way through. Ooh, fun. So yeah, there was that. That's actually where, like, weirdly enough, Sergeant Orpheus from the Stars, like my actual writing project that I'm passionate about. Whoa. That's kind of where he comes from. Like, the main villain in the first volume of that was, like, kind of a play on, like, that gun agent that has beef with Shadow. Oh, are we just doing... Oh, this is like the Mecha Sonic fight from Sonic 2, but his movement pattern's a little weird now. Okay, got it. I'm locked in. But yeah, he had like the exact same personality, and like the way that I write for him is like the exact same from back then. So he comes to mind in like a weird way. Something at least got reused. Oh boy. I don't know if we're gonna succeed in this one, guys. He's so jumpy. Also, back in my day when I do, like, you know, Roblox, you know, what's it called? Like, Roblox role plays. Mecha Sonic was always something that you could play as, and I never knew what he was from, because I never beat this game as a kid, so I was really confused. It's like, okay, that's clearly, like, Metal Sonic, but, like, what happened to the guy to make him look like that? So sorry, Trim. Will Peggle cure your wounded heart? I'm in a time vortex again. I'm back from the past. Oh, wonderful. Welcome back from the past. Yeah, no, it cures my aching soul. That's something that I do enjoy, is like playing older games and so on that like I experienced in my youth, but like the circumstances around me didn't really let me enjoy the game properly and so on. So it's almost like reclaiming my childhood in a weird way. I do that with a lot of games. Like just last year, I've lost my rings. We're kind of boned here. I beat 007 Nightfire for the GameCube. That's like one of the only games me and my dad used to play, even though it was just the multiplayer. But I always wanted to beat the single player. And I did, and it was very fun. like a little short, like pretty short. But it's also a GameCube game based on a licensed property like James Bond. But what's really cool about 007 Nightfire, I've always secretly wished they would turn it into a movie. Because the plot is very competent, like it's cool, and like it is an original James Bond story. And like, I feel like GoldenEye gets too much love, because that's kind of just a retelling of the movie. Nightfire is an original work. Ah, that's cheap. That's fine. That's fine. We'll lock in soon. Luckily, this is the second to last stage, so we're making really good progress. I'm getting weirdly deep in the Sonic 3 and Knuckles stream, but I'm having fun. I keep blowing it like, he's got to be positioned that way on purpose. That way I lose my rings in that direction, so I cannot get them back. You're so awesome and talented. Yay! I'm really, I'm really glad I do my best. But yeah, on the topic of the fanfiction, I guess, like, that is where I got my start writing, like, no question. That is when I, like, was taking writing very seriously. I did have the intention of publishing it as a novel. I even told my, like, teacher at the time, not my 6th grade teacher, this was way earlier. I started writing this fanfiction stuff back in, like, 3rd grade. I was like, one day I'm gonna write a novel, and this is gonna be on your shelf next to all your cool, weird, racist books, and you're gonna think I'm like Big Pimpin', and I'm like the coolest guy ever. And now I'm like, I don't want my books on that nerd shelf, but the sentiment is still there. I think it'd be so cool. That's been like a life goal of mine, is to get something published and put into a library, because in my head it's like a weird. It's a weird thing, because like books are forever, like good or bad. We have like records and written text dating back like forever. So if I can write a novel and get it published, even if it's bad and it's in the library and next to works like Lord of the Rings and stuff like that, even if it's not good, in my head, like, I've made it as a human being. Like, I am eternal. And I know that's probably not the best perspective to write something like that, but it'd be fun. And I mean, if Aaron of all people can do it, I probably can. Oh, this is so cool! I forgot about this! Yeah! Look at this visual. We are running up this infinite staircase to catch up with the Death Egg. I was taking a sip right in the middle of that. But yeah, it's such a cool visual. Just this forever tower. Now we are on to the final stage, Death Egg Zone, Act 1. This is it. This is the final stage. We are on the Death Egg. It is actively going to space to be cool and evil. Let's see. It's a really good place to find your love for writing. I believe in physical archiving forever. Yeah, I'm very big into archival works. I will be sad forever if anything ever happens to the Internet Archive. That one especially, like, you know, I really like the search for lost media and things like that, because I think everything deserves the chance to be viewed, more or less, you know. If it is an influential work or a creative work and it had an impact on somebody, I believe that it should be seen by somebody, you know? Because it might find somebody at just the right time, even if it's not, like, for you, you know? That's kind of my philosophy. And obviously there's the piracy side of things, where it's like, oh yeah, it sure is really easy to type in, like, you know, Super Mario World, you know, whatever, on, like, Internet Archive, and it's like, I have this now, haha. But I believe there's more good than bad that can come from archiving, that sort of thing. But physical media, especially, is so hard to archive, and I have so much respect for people that are able to do that. And I'm happy that technology has progressed to a point where it's simpler than ever to restore, like, especially things like old VHS tapes and the works. Go. Let's catch up just a wee bit. Not to be that guy, but this is literally better than Mario, raised on Nintendo. Sorry, that's me, like, quantifying. It's like, yes, I do agree with you. Visually, very stunning. And, like, the music's amazing and everything. I do think Mario is just a little easier to replay. It's, like, a simpler game, so on, so, like, I can see both arguments. Back in the day, this is where like the console wars started. Nintendo and Sega were so cutthroat with one another, and they were trying to outdo each other everywhere they could, with like graphics, music, everything. So that's why I think it's neat that Sega games look as good as they do. But there's also a lot of Super Nintendo games that look just as good, if not better. For example, the Genesis is awesome, but it has no real JRPGs, which is like my big thing. There's Phantasy Star, sure, and that went on to like have its own big series and whatnot, but I don't know. There's just not a lot on offer. 10 out of 10 like platformers and like beat 'em ups and so on across the board, no question. But as a console, it doesn't have a lot of what I look for. So I get a little hesitant to be like, this is better than like Nintendo's output and so on. But also, even to this day, Sega is a better company than Nintendo. Oh, like from like a marketing standpoint and like just being terrible, Sega's got them beat in every category. As far as like being good. God, Sam, I'm fascinated by how many pieces of media made in just the 2000s have been lost in this digital age for one reason or another. It's always so interesting seeing the lengths people go to unearthing these pieces of media just so we can have a proper recording of its existence. Yeah, there's so many that I've always wanted to see resurface. There's Mother 3 on N64, for example. That one's really big to me. I think the one that I've always wanted to be found is the OVA for Phantom Blood. Like part 1 of JoJo. That one just straight doesn't exist because I guess like the guy who made it hated it so much that he just basically bricked every copy. Always wanted to see that because it looks so good. And we have all of the like audio for it because there was a weird Phantom Blood PS2 game that reused everything from it. Like there's so much that we know about it except for like the actual visuals themselves. It would be like, you know, having a pizza. Like, you buy a pizza, and it comes with the dough, it comes with the cheese, but it doesn't have the sauce, or, like, anything else that would make it a pizza. It's like, well, we basically have a pizza here, why don't we just have the rest? It bugs me. It irks me. I also just love JoJo, so, like, not having pieces of media in relation to it is annoying. There we go. I will forever mourn Phantom Blood OVA. I also just want to know what, like, made it so bad. Because, like, clearly something happened or, like, the director just hated it. Like, what went bad? Like, it goes as far as, like, the guy doesn't even talk about it. He just, like, shuts him down completely. There is a cool, obscure JoJo game that I do recommend. It's the, you can find a fan translation very easily, but the Vento Oreo, the Part 5 game on PS2. Very good. I say very good. It's of its time, but I enjoy the gimmicks that it presents. Okay, I'm failing just a little bit in this stage, but I'm locking in now. This is lock-in time. I'm gonna stop yapping about things that don't matter. Things that I enjoy and respect and love. So that I can play this video game that I also respect and love. No more peace. No more love. There we go. This is also, I believe, the first instance in the franchise where you get a different final boss and, like, end events depending on what you do. So, like, if we had Hypersonic, we'd have a... Oh, come on! Sorry. we'd have a different ending. We're gonna make it. We're gonna. Well, first we're gonna die. This is the hardest game in the Genesis series. I'm not surprised that I'm kind of stinking. But it'll get us back where we were. Just gotta wait for this to start. Awesome. But yeah, there's all kinds of stuff like that. Also, something I never really cared about until getting into Lost Media stuff is, like, pilots for shows. Endlessly fascinate me. I just like seeing how things evolve as, like, production and, like, you know, corporate, like, request changes. It's interesting. As someone who's done a lot of that stuff, like, you know, things change in the writing room. So it's fun to see how that happens. Especially for, like, a successful show. Okay, what's going on here? Oh, this sucks. Okay, I get it. This is not easy. Ooh. Okay. Now we're cooking. At least my mic hasn't done the high-pitched thing again. I was so paranoid about that earlier, but I think the worst is past. Now we're just hanging out on this monorail till we reach the end of the stage, I suppose. Oh, tried to trick me there.
I'm smarter than you, level designers.
Okay, now I don't know what's happening or where I am. I'm like, I've got this. Where am I? Okay, we're getting knocked around just a little bit. That's a niche game that I played recently. I got on a bit of a Kirby kick and was playing the like obscure Kirby games I've never finished, and I played Kirby's Pinball. It is, if you want like a weird little like 15-minute jaunt, that one's a strange one. I've never really been crazy into pinball games. Even in this franchise, there's like Sonic Spinball. They're too easy to finish, especially with save states, which I like to employ because pinball is one of those things that upset me because I'm bad at it, even in real life. Whoa, this is new. Oh, we're like racing. Whee! Oh, that's a cool effect. All right. Anywho's it. I forgot what I was on about. Zoom. Depending on how fast we finish this, I'll still showcase Knuckles a little bit, but we definitely won't do a full playthrough with him. Probably just like the first level or two, just so I can show off his gimmicks and be like, yeah, look, blah, blah, blah. And then we'll move on. Alright, boss time. What is this cool-looking computer? This looks like that boss near the end of Mega Man 2. Okay, Tails, that would have been helpful if you actually allowed me to hit the boss, but that's fine. I'm playing just a little risky, because I think we already have him most of the way gone. Yep, I'm right. About everything. Oh, the fight's not over. I looked down for 1 second to check chat because I thought that the stage was over. Nada. Whoa, 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 whoa. Calm down. Calm down, game. Oh, he's having a meltdown. I don't like that. Goes so fast. Okay, there we go. I was a little nervous there. Is there a third phase? Okay, good. No, that's over. We're good. Okay, I don't know how long this set of stages is. We could be heading straight to the final boss right now, for all I know. Maybe. Act 2. Guess not. That's fine. Not in a rush for it to end or anything. I genuinely don't know. This is the one Sonic game in the classic series that I just don't remember anything about. Whoa, that's a cool effect. Let's go to the right. Can't be... Never mind, that doesn't make any sense. You can't be wrong if you choose right. Something like that. I made that up, but it sounds like Phoenix Wright dialogue. That's another series that I'd like to finish out. I love Ace Attorney, but I'm one of those idiots that kind of just plays for the court sections. I don't like the investigations whatsoever. Oh, thanks, Tails. I guess that works. Oh, okay, not quite enough. So basically what I'll do is I'll be playing the game and, you know, it'll introduce, you know, the killer, blah, blah, blah. I'll do the initial introductions, and then my brain just tunes out everything I'm hearing and reading until I get to the part that I enjoy, which is the actual trial. I don't want investigations removed or anything, because I see why they exist. Like, they're fine. I like them. But I feel like every game just finds a way to make the investigation portions longer. Like, you know, adding psych locks and stuff like that. Like, all it really serves to do is to make the investigations longer, which is the part of the game that I don't like. Also, we have anti-gravity elements because we're kind of in space. Okay, we got this. We don't. I'm just barely missing that. Now we're good. Okay, awesome. But yeah, I finished the first game and loved it to death, but I've been trying to get through the rest of the trilogy and hopefully see myself to the rest of the games because I enjoy the story, I think the narrative is great, the investigations really are that big of a hassle to me. Jumping up. Which is probably why I'll skip the Miles Edgeworth games, because from what I understand, those games are basically just investigation portion the game. Oh hey, look, I'm dead forever. Oh, this song slaps. Sorry, I'm just hearing it. Dun 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 dun. Almost sounds like she is superstitions, black cats and voodoo dolls. It's like that same motif, nearly. Dun 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 dun. Or the musical doodle from SpongeBob, I guess. Okay, good. Okay, I just needed that one ring. That's why I was a little tense. Ah, we gotta run through so much to get back to where we were. That's a darn shame. But we're nearing the end. This is the last stage. I'm just very surprised, despite it having one set of stages less than Sonic 3, it's taking longer to get through. Last stream, by this point, we were just bumming around in the Game Gear games to kill time. So at least if you bought Ann Knuckles, you're definitely getting your money's worth. Shame they had to gatekeep the second half of the game from you for like $70. But not much has changed in that regard, I suppose. Tears of the Kingdom. I died in the exact same way! Sorry, I'm unwell. Tears of the Kingdom. $70. Okay, well now I have to carefully avoid that noise again. I sound frustrated, but I'm really not. I'm having a great time. I love Sonic. I love streaming. I don't love dying to those spikes over and over. Luckily, I started stream on time today. If I didn't, I'd probably be having less of a good time. Ah! That sucks. That sucks. Because I stream fairly late, so if I don't nap, I get to this weird point where, like, my eyes just don't work. Everything's blurry to me. Ah, that was like 1 pixel. Alright. I swear I'm not doing this on purpose. Next time, if something kills me, I'll backtrack just a little bit to see if I can grab a ring. But we might not need it anymore. Okay, we don't. Okay, now we do again. So as long as I'm not... Oh, there it had. Then now it happened. About to say, as long as I'm not stupid, we should be able to make it through just fine. Good news is I'm becoming really good at avoiding this noise. Fuck. Okay. Act 2 just started. I gotta lock in. There we go. This is my Rocky training montage. Whoa. I hate that it inverts your controls when you're upside down. Okay, there we go. Alright, back to this part. Awesome. Okay, back to it. Now I basically can't fail. That's like half a joke. I know where I went wrong, so I'm keeping a close eye out. God forbid I have to take a Sonic stage a little slowly, I say to myself. Okay, it's physics-based. I don't know when it collapses, so that's a bit of an issue. Okay, so it tricks you. I have to put it in the other direction. I'm not a fan of this stage. It's not my least favorite in Classic Series so far, but it's getting pretty up there. I'm not a fan of this one. This section just feels like it's just meant to mess with you. Like, thanks for the $70, bozo. I bet you're glad this game has saves, so you know, your lives, like, don't matter as much. Okay, there we go. Dun, 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 dun. It's teaching me to speedrun, though. I'm getting past this part real quick. And, you know, maybe if I call stream after this, that'll just give me just a little bit more to showcase the next Sonic stream, where I showcase all the miscellaneous games. I can showcase just a little bit of Knuckles gameplay from this game. So it's like, oh, hey, look, you can see where this guy got his start mechanically and so on. There we go. Now, that's all I had to do. That's all that was there. There's the goalpost. The last, like, 10 minutes were wasted. It's fine. It's not as bad as playing Peggle for 20 minutes. There we go. Moving forward. And go. I feel like that stage element in Sonic Heroes where it does something similar is loosely inspired from that. When we get to that game, that game and Shadow the Hedgehog I'm going to approach a little differently. So for Shadow, I'm going to be playing a version of the game where you only have to beat Hero, Dark, and Neutral story in order to get the final story. Then for the next game, or for Heroes, which is the one before that, I'm only going to be doing Sonic's version of events, because Sonic Heroes, you basically play the same game 4 times. And it's not like an adventure where you get to see different perspectives. You get to see that a little bit. There's some cool lore, especially with, like, Shadow, but that lore is expanded upon better in later games and so on. So yeah, I might just do something silly, like, you know, I do Heroes, like Sonic's story, and then I do some sort of cheat to skip us straight to the last story. And I just kind of summarize everything else, because you do not want to watch me play the same game 4 times in a row with little variation. I don't recommend it. Wow, this kind of forces us to stand here. This sucks. How do I make it move? Okay, there we go. Oh, it's like a proximity thing. I have to, like, jump on it. Well, that makes a little bit of sense. Da, da, ba, da, ba, ba. Oh, hey, and there's the ring. We did it! No more of that noise. Progress! Maybe even boss time. I don't know. It is! Get me the hell out of here. For our purposes, this might be the final boss. Since we don't have all the emeralds, it might just send us to the credits after this. But we'll see. The problem is, what do we do? Oh, I think I get it. We gotta, okay, we gotta utilize those and, like, slam them into it when it's, like, coming down. I think I see. So this'll... Okay, I failed that one, but I think I see what to do now. Yep. It's a lot of rings. Now. Okay. Blew it just a little bit, but now I get it. They shoot spikes, but that's really a non-issue. Unless this is like a multi-phase fight, but I guess we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Just barely missed that. Sorry, I'm only a little quiet because this one requires just a little bit more focus because there's a gimmick. There we go. That's what I wanted. That's everything I've ever wanted. How would you know? Oh, they have wheels. I don't like that. So we'll bring him just a little closer and then we'll go back down. Kill him. Okay, got a bit of a pattern going. My nothing commentary, but like, it's working. Jamie has so much health. He can only be hit from the side that has that little electricity thing on it. It seems, anyway. Okay, now we go back down. More realistically, it's probably just the side that has spikes on it. Awesome. Where's Tails? Okay, there he is. Now we go back, and I might have messed that up, but that's fine. Go back down. Oh, that was just barely not a hit. That makes me upset. Come on, come on, come on. I feel like I'm gambling. I mean, go figure that an annoying stage would have an annoying boss with an annoying gimmick. Again, love Sonic and Knuckles to death, but there's a reason why this... I don't even know what hit me there. Why this might be my least replayed classic Sonic game. Alright, back to the mines! Do, 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 do. What's sad is now that I see the gimmick, I feel like I'm hitting him less. When I didn't know the gimmick, he was taking all kinds of damage. But now I know he can basically only be injured from this side. It's just a bit of trial and error, really. But I'm getting his movement patterns down, at least enough. Thank you for my rings back. Here's a your liver back. I feel like the time it takes you to go back down changes. Because sometimes I bet on it going up at a certain time, and then it doesn't. Just gotta wait just a moment. Now. Awesome. We're getting places. My fear, what's going to keep me up at night, is that final hit right before I died was probably the final one. That I just died at a really inconvenient time. Thank you, Tails. Okay, now we go back in. Bonk him. It's working, but boy, is it taking a minute. Oh, that's inconvenient. I hate that. Give me my rings. Okay, well now I have none to go off of. So, with luck, I'll be able to get him, but I feel like it's splitting those barbs far more frequently than it was a minute ago. Oh, come on. That's so cheap. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, let's get him. Death Egg Zone. Just final. This is it. This is the final. This is the final boss. We got it. Oh, bye, Tails. Or we're reusing the Big Arm music, but that's fine. Oh boy, I have no rings. If I die, am I gonna have to do that again? I'll hate that. Okay, luckily this doesn't seem that hard. As long as you might have something that I have not seen yet, but this does not seem that difficult. Ah, okay. Gotta work on my timing just a bit. Got rid of one finger. Maybe he's trying to cling to the joint, so if I do this, he'll just fall down. Now he's flipping me off. Hands are getting a little palm spaghetti on it. Awesome. Okay, one more set of fingers. See what you do without this little piggy. I don't think he can reach me from that side anymore. So that's nice. Just finish him off. This is a very intimidating robot, though. Especially in comparison to the Death Egg, which was only... Or the Death Egg robot, which was only like a third of this size. Definitely better than Big Arm. Where was this guy in at the end of Sonic 3? Awesome. Is that it? Is there a thing? Do I gotta run? Oh, okay. Third phase. Third phase. With no rings. Got it. Do I just, like... Oh, that's probably bad. Ah, okay, that sucks. Well, I know now. Do we have to do all that again? Oh, thank goodness. Okay, good. So we only gotta do... Okay, we don't even have to do... We don't even have to do all that. We just have to do this phase, I think. Okay, yeah, we do have to do the fingers again. But that's fine. It really wasn't that hard. I think I'll be able to hit multiple at once as long as I just jump correctly. Yeah. It's a bit of a time waster. Welcome to what might be the longest Sonic stream. I say it in jest, but... Boy, that final fight might be a little tricky. For our purposes today. But we're finishing out the Genesis trilogy, so what better way to finish it out than to, you know, drag this puppy on just a little bit. Not intentionally, mind you. Okay, thank you, Tails. Feeling confident. Sometimes I can time the air dash to hit him early as well. Let me quickly wipe my hands off. It seems so unnecessary, but this fight is a little tricky. Peggle too powerful. Oh, I know the feeling. I wonder how far you are. I'm on like the 4th stage right now. Oh, big A beam. Okay, if I run fast enough, I can't get hurt by the big A beam. Big A beam's kind of hard to avoid. I wish I didn't have to deal with these fingers every time. If I knew how many hits it would take to defeat the Doomsday Robot, I'd be just a little more at ease. This part just takes so long. But I'm not mad. It's salad dressing is what it is, because the final fight's hard. It's just kind of a time waster. But theoretically, like, someone could go into this part of the fight with rings, so then the big gay beam wouldn't hurt as bad. Alright, 1 set of fingies down, 1 more set of fingies to go. Oh, I forgot I have the drop dash. Thank you, Tails. So if I'm a little quiet during the final boss, like after this phase, I'm just focusing on not dying to the big gay beam. I call it the big gay beam because Cloud of Darkness, which is like the final boss for Final Fantasy III, I say that because it's not like a spoiler, it's kind of like a last minute thing. Okay, there we go. Okay, good. They have an attack that's like a pulse cannon or whatever, that like shoots from his face. I've just always called it the big gay beam because I don't know what else to call it. Okay, I guess he'll just keep doing that till we jump on its nose, and then that triggers that. Okay. Getting good enough at avoiding it. We got him! That's it! That might be the end of Sonic 3. Or at least Sonic 3 and Knuckles. So, like, we did it. This is it. Unless there's a evil 3rd phase. Yeah, so there's the Master Emerald. Ooh. Okay, I see why this is tricky. This is absolutely a 3rd phase. Okay. Just gotta focus. There we go. Got him. Give me the emerald. Mine. Mine. Go away. Mine. Whew, okay. That's it. And there's the Sky Sanctuary Zone music again. So not the perfect endings, we didn't get all the Hyper Emeralds and whatnot, but for the sake of our purposes, that's Sonic and Knuckles. If you get all the Hyper Emeralds, you get to do the fight on the mural where you're like Hypersonic and you're like fighting the Doomsday Robot, and there's a 4th phase. And you're Hypersonic and it's really cool, and you're like in space and you're flying. But now that the Master Emerald's restored, Angel Island will float back into the sky, and we won't really have to think about that until Sonic Adventure. So, like, for right now, this is just kind of where Knuckles will stay until we get to that game. There we go. Credits roll. And they're still incorporating the motif from Sonic 1. Throwing some stank on it, too. And we get a little medley of all the songs up to this point. Sadly, we do miss out on the credits theme composed by Michael Jackson. That song actually is really good. and we don't get it here because we just get the and Knuckles credits, which is different. But that's fine. We did it. That is all of the Genesis Sonic games. Like the ones that, you know, old fogies are like, this is where Sonic peaked. As soon as it hit 3D, it became shit. It became bad. It became the worst. Yeah, no. I honestly love classic series to death. And I think they're very replayable, they're very good. But I really do think the series only goes up from here. I can tell you wholeheartedly my personal opinion of where the series peaks. But I don't think it's here. I'll let you know when we get there. And it's not exactly Sonic Adventure 2 like you might think. I think there's like a sequence of games that follow each other that is basically perfection. Even if there are some missteps. I think it's really good. And I'm excited to showcase that. As I said, next Sonic stream, we're going to be showcasing the smaller titles, so like all the Game Gear games, the Advanced Trilogy, and so on. We're not going to be finishing any of them, we're just going to show them off, really. So that's that. If I'm feeling frisky here in a minute, I might showcase the first stage as Knuckles, just to be like, hey, here's what Knuckles gameplay is like. And then we will stop stream. I think that's the play. But yeah, thank you all so much for being here. Literally couldn't do it without you guys. I like having an audience to show this stuff to. So thank you very much for tuning in, whether you're listening right here on twitch.com/TrimTheRasky or on the VOD at youtube.com/TrimTheRasky. Whatever. If you're listening to my voice, I love you. That's awesome. I think you're so cool. You listen to me yap for any amount of time, and I'm like, yay, you're great. If you listen for 1 sec, and it was like, I don't want this noise, fuck you. And like, you're also cool, because you heard me for like a second, to at least have an opinion. So that's cool. Yeah, he did the jump up thing. This sprite doesn't look as good as at the end of Sonic 2, but they tried. He's gonna pick my nose. Yeah, and there's Robotnik being like, you forgot the last couple emeralds, Twink. So that'll be a different time. Oh yeah, and we get a special ending cutscene. This is specifically added to the Origins version. It's cute. Very well animated. Ian Flynn doesn't really miss in this regard. You know, I think you get to, yeah, you hear it pop. You don't see it. This guy's just stranded in the middle of the ocean forever. Mirror mode. So now we can do this noise. All titles cleared. Congratulations. You can watch the special Sonic Origins ending in the museum. Is that, like, separate from what we just unlocked? I might look just to see. Movies. Oh, hey, this includes Sonic Mania Adventures? I love Sonic Mania Adventures. And the original Sonic CD intros? Awesome. Doesn't look like there's any special noise. I'll check here. Neato. But no. Like, it wasn't a lie. It's just like, hey, here's a gallery. You can watch all the movies. That's cool. But yeah, that's Sonic 3 and Knuckles. We can put the Origins collection behind us, for the most part, because we will need some of the Game Gear games when I cover those. And yeah, after next stream, we'll be able to move on to, like, some of my personal favorite games, is the Adventure series. Briefly, we will go into the first level as Knuckles, just so I can showcase some of that gameplay. And then for realsies, we will stop. Yeah! 1 player. Hopefully they left in how it works. Yeah, so that's a cleared save file. This game had saves. Knuckles. Yeah, see, he has his own intro. He's vibing, and then Robotnik nukes him. probably for screwing up at the end of Sonic 3. So this is what Knuckles has going on. Well, we were doing that noise as Sonic. He even starts in a slightly different location. This is where we saw him at the beginning of Sonic 3. And as you can see here, his gimmick is that he can glide. Not only can he glide, also in lore, he can glide using his dreadlocks. Like, that's how it works. They're like aerodynamic or something. It's dumb. Also, his color scheme is red because Sonic's is blue. And he's an echidna because Sonic's a hedgehog. And that's like the whole thing there. Anyway, what's cool is you can just like float around and knock into enemies. You don't move on the ground, at least from what I've noticed, quite as fast as Sonic. But he comes to a halt very well, like always in the spot you want him to. Uh-oh. I don't want to deal with the Hyper Emeralds right now. I guess I'll show Blue Sphere as Knuckles real quick, because it looks different. You can just see Knuckles, from behind, I guess. But yeah, Knuckles, he's a very, the gimmick with him is he's a very duty-bound guy, and his life purpose is to protect the Master Emerald, because that's what he was, grown up to, know and do, but since he's, the last of his tribe, he feels, even more guilt, when things like this happen. So he's doing everything that he can to protect it, but secretly he wants to leave, because who wouldn't? This joint kind of sucks. So that's kind of like a thing, is characters getting him out of his shell and bad things happening to the island, but it kind of secretly being a good thing for the guy so that he can, live his life. Da, 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 da. But yeah, it's a completely different start. And you would think, so I think at this point, Knuckles just think this is all Sonic's doing. I think in the opening cutscene that we didn't see for Sonic 3, Eggman's no, it's Sonic who's the, criminal evil genius mastermind horrible person. You should beat his teeth in, not mine. So he's yeah, I'll take your word for it. Source? Bro, trust me. Yeah, we'll get to the end of these zones real quick. And yeah, you just saw it. We just mashed through those, and Knuckles has a different set of fights to contend with. I don't remember how the level transitions work though, because Knuckles is the one who sends us to different levels. We probably just see the same things, but we're from his perspective. And then we just kind of follow Sonic down. Iconic level music, by the way. All of the opening tracks for the Genesis games are very memorable and kind of reused to this day, I'll be real. In a way that many are not too fond of, including myself. Green Hill is reused ad nauseum to an annoying degree. And what's funny is, I think in Sonic Adventure 2, that's your reward for 100%ing the game. You 100% the game, and it's here's Green Hill Zone again. Just for you, my special little guy. But at least we hadn't seen it in a while at that point, and it was the series' 10th anniversary. So it meant just a little more to have it in that game, but still, it's in every Sonic game. Most atrociously in Forces, but that's just kind of Forces in general. I'm not as big a Forces hater as you might think. I will have fun when we get to that game, but not quite for the right reasons. See, and to further the idea, so instead of Robotnik, we just see a standard Egg Robo in the driver's seat. So he just thinks this guy just has beef with him, I guess. Also, without Tails to help us, this is almost like hard mode. for Sonic and Knuckles. And 3. I did the same thing again. Okay. Let's get out of here. Anyway, after this boss, I'll do my little ending spiel, and then we'll be good. It's a very good stream we had, I believe. We accomplished all of our goals. That's the important thing to me. There we go. Boss over. Just gotta smack this capsule around. Now let's see how we transition to Hydro City. I hope it doesn't just cut and we're just there. I hope we at least get to see something to justify it. The answer is yes and no, I guess. Splash. Alright, so that's that. Thank you all so much for joining. Oh, new content. Cool. My name is Trim the Rasky. You can find me, I don't know if I already said this spiel. I might have. You can find me on, well, here on Twitch, but you can also find me on Blue Sky and Instagram. Under the same name, Trim the Rasky. We have a new cool profile picture and a bunch of emotes that are going up, and you know, a lot of little things like that I've been working on. Our starting soon screen's also different. I'm really taking this stuff seriously. So yeah, you can find me there, and on YouTube for the VODs and the shorts as well. Those are also uploaded to the other two platforms, but I try to put the most effort into the YouTube ones. So yeah, there's that. Furthermore, if you want, there's Wii Scrubs, if you want to check that out. It's a YouTube channel that I edit for. And yeah, that is about it from me. Next stream should be in about 2 days. We will be continuing Recketeer. And then the day after that, we'll be doing that like roundabout, like all the Sonic games that I missed stream before jumping to the 3D era. And yeah, thank you all so much, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.